everybody. My name is Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence, and today I want to talk about my experience of trying to make a pie. Right? So I thought to myself, I want to make a pie more or less from scratch, get back into proper cooking, you know, and get some healthy living going on. Right? So I make my way to Lidl to get my ingredients, and I need roller short crust pastry, I need a pepper, I need a courgette, I need some chicken, I need some Moroccan spice, right, that they do is quite nice to give it that sort of flavour, and I needed one onion, right. I never need more than one onion when I'm cooking. You never need like 2-3 onions. What are you cooking there? Just onion fucking sage, just pie, just onion pie. That's what you'd be making if you used more than one onion. So I go to Lidl, and I'm able to get my pepper. Pepper was like 60 pence, it's like, okay. And then got my chicken, got my short crust pastry, got everything. And then I get to the onion bit, right? And bear in mind, I only need one onion. And I think it's a pretty universal thing if someone's cooking that they only need one onion, right? I get there, and I can either buy 3 onions or I can buy a bag of onions. I can't just buy one onion. But I did see one onion that was just sitting there, and I was like, oh, brilliant, I've got one onion, that's fantastic, right? So I pick the onion up, and I take it to the self-checkout, and I'm scanning all my other stuff, and I scan the onion last. And I put it on the weighing thing, and I'm pressing through all the buttons trying to find the onion button. There's no onion button, right? There isn't an onion button anywhere. So I'm looking at, why is there no onion button? So I call the guy over, it's like, excuse me, I just need help finding the onion button, I'm just a bit stupid, right? And he says, you can't buy that. I'm like, why not? It's like, you can't buy one onion, you have to buy the bag. I'm like, what do you mean I have to buy the bag? I've got to buy an entire bag of onions. I just want one onion. I'm only cooking a pie. I'm not cooking some giant onion sage fucking tower of onions. I just want to buy one onion. And he ends up taking my one onion, he picks it up and he puts it behind the till. So you can't buy one onion, you have to go back and get a bag. And so I'll keep all this stuff here for you while you go get the onion. I'm just like, what do you mean I can't buy that one onion? So that one onion that's gone behind the till, what's going to happen to that? So that's just going to go to waste. I just wanted the one onion. I don't see why, if it was such a big thing, right, that I couldn't buy the one onion, why doesn't he just say, I'll just take the fucking onion? I only wanted one onion, right? So I bought the bag of onions, and I was a bit frustrated myself because I don't need 3 onions, right? I just didn't need them. Am I going to make a pie every single day of my life? No, the pie was meant to last me for 3 days, right? And you can put it in the air fryer and it still retains all its niceness. And it's kind of like batch cooking for me. I like to make a pie a week. And so I just wanted the one onion, and I couldn't have one onion, I had to have like 20 onions, right? So whenever I bought 20 onions, right, I get through maybe 5 of the onions, and then they start sprouting, they go soft, they go off, right? Why do I have to buy fruit and veg in these giant quantities, right? I just don't, the amount of waste that must go into that, the amount of waste that's going into the people buying all these onions that they end up throwing away, right? People cooking all over the country, right? How many onions are they using in one meal? How many meals take more than one onion, right? And of those meals that take more than one onion, it's probably 2 onions, right? How many meals call for 3, 4, 5 onions? Not many, unless you love onions. You're one of those weirdos that just likes to eat an onion just raw like that, like an apple. That just got me thinking, it's like, the amount of waste that's going on, right? And the amount of hungry people that there are in the world, right? And I can't just buy one onion. And that one onion that I found, right, it's obviously that someone ripped out a load of them, right, from the bag and went to try and get one onion. And then they probably got their other 2 onions put behind the till. So all those onions have just gone to waste, right? Maybe the employees take them back, but realistically they get done in if they take the onions back, because it's sort of this thing of, if we allow the employees to take the food, that means they're just going to start taking the piss, and they'll just say, oh, that's not off, that's gone off that, I'm just going to have that and take that home, right? It's ridiculous. In France, for instance, they have this rule that's basically, if food's gone off, you can't throw it away, you got to give it to the homeless, right? I think that's such a better policy. It allows the food to not go to waste, because at least someone's getting to eat it. I want someone to get some good out of the food that would otherwise go to waste. It's going in the bin. I remember, I didn't used to work for Game, but it's basically like GameStop for Americans. But my mate used to work for Game, and there were all these video games that weren't being sold, And he was like, oh, can I take one of them? It's like, no, you have to go to the back, you have to snap all the CDs, right? And you have to throw them in the bin. So all the waste that's gone on there, the amount of manufacturing that's been done, right? Someone in the Philippines or something like that has been paid like £1 an hour to make a load of CDs. And that £1 that Filipino guy got has just gone completely to waste because all the CDs he made in that hour have just ended up in the fucking bin. It just irritated me because the amount of waste that is going on is absolutely ridiculous, right? I've got half a coffee here and I'm feeling like I might not even finish it. So I'm trying my best to just get to the bottom of it because I don't like waste. I don't like to see things go to waste. I hate whenever I have a bit of fruit or something and it's gone off and I have to throw it in the bin, I always feel defeated. Or the worst one is onions. If I get a load of onions and they start sprouting all over the place, I can't really use them anymore. They've gone soft, they've kind of gone horrible, right? And I have to throw them all away. And it's like, I was raised to not waste food. And food is just getting wasted left, right and centre. I'm outside some fucking Dunkin' Donuts thing, right? And the amount of donuts that I bet are ending up in the bins outside could probably feed the entire fucking country for a day. Obviously not just in this one, but in every Dunkin' Donuts across the country. You could feed so many people, give so many people a donut and make them happy, but instead they end up in the bin. Things just get wasted all over the place because we just don't want to, I don't know, allow people to get things for cheaper than they should be getting them for. Like that guy that put my onion behind the till, right? He could have just given that onion to me. And I'm not saying I want a free onion. I've been happy to pay like, 15 pence or whatever an onion costs, right? I've been happy to pay it, right? But I can't pay for it. I can't just get an onion, right? When I work at the pub, right? Say there's loads of beer that ends up going to waste because someone orders half of it and then decides they don't want it anymore and they just take the piss and they walk off. I've got to throw that away. The amount of beer that gets thrown away, right? It's ridiculous. Things get wasted all over the place and we are just allowing this to happen. Why can't we be more like France and have that rule where all the wasted stuff goes to the homeless? Or is it because if that homeless person ends up eating that food and then gets some like reaction to it because it's gone off, they can then sue? That shouldn't be allowed. I think that's more of an American thing. People love to sue all over the place. They're very sue happy over there. Loads of people called Sue, just suing people left, right and centre. And I just think it's ridiculous. I just don't appreciate the amount of waste that's going on. And I don't appreciate the fact that I couldn't buy one onion. So now I found that Sainsbury's can do one onion. So now I have to go to Lidl to get all my food, bar the onion, and then I have to go outside the Lidl and then I have to walk all the way up the high street to go to the Sainsbury's just to buy an onion and then come all the way back. It's just such a waste of time when I could have just bought all the onions and given Lidl an extra 15p of my custom. But they don't want that. They don't want to sell one onion at a time. And there must be some reason. They must have figured out, because there's boardrooms and stuff and committee meetings that come together and they say, right guys, how many onions do we want to sell? And someone says, one. They go, no, you can't sell one onion. Why not? Because it's not going to make us as much money that way. Well, how about we sell 3 onions? That way people have to buy 3 onions when they only need 1. And we force them into a corner because they're going to have to otherwise go to Sainsbury's all the way up the road and they're not going to bother doing that for 1 onion. And I end up buying 3 onions a lot of the time because I just don't have the energy and I just can't be asked to go all the way to the Sainsbury's just to buy that 1 onion. And it just frustrates me how we can't just buy 1 onion. And it's indicative of all the waste that goes on across the country. There's so much waste. I mean, look at all the cars behind here. The amount of people here, there's one person in a car going to go somewhere where they didn't need a car to actually get there. But the amount of petrol that's being wasted across all of this, the amount of petrol that's being wasted all across the country and in America and every other country that's knocking around, the amount of waste that goes everywhere is absolutely sickening. We only have so much fresh water in the world, for instance. Apparently only 3% of the water in all the world is fresh water. And for all the showers, all the you see someone like hosing down their drive, that's using fresh water that could have been used to fucking thirst someone up who's dying of thirst in fucking Africa. They can't use salt water because apparently it damages the drive. So the amount of waste that's going on is just absolutely fucking... And the noise from that motorbike, the amount of fumes that come out of every single rev of that engine, and he's revving that engine all hours of the fucking day, every day, and that's just one motorbike. All the motorbikes across the world are doing this, and everything across the world is just creating so much waste, and I hate it. And that was just my incoherent rant about waste, and about how I'm annoyed that I couldn't buy 1 onion. I just wanted to buy 1 onion, and I had to buy 3. Next up, I'll have to buy 7 onions in one go, and I'll have to make 20 fucking pies a day. Fucking joke. I've got quite a lot of this coffee left. I don't know if you can see it. I've got a lot of this coffee left. I'm trying to force myself to drink the rest of it because I don't want to waste it. And I don't know if I'll be able to get to the bottom of it because I'm quite caffeined out. But I better drink it because otherwise I'm wasting it. I mean, there's about that much left in it, right? And that could go towards someone who actually needs a coffee, but they're not going to get it. Maybe in a way I'm wasting it drinking something that I don't need to drink. But yeah, that's my little rant over and done with. So let me know your thoughts. If you're in America, how does this kind of thing apply to you over there? Can you buy 1 onion in Walmart or Target or whatever the fuck it is? Let me know. And what's your version of the waste that goes on there? Because I know there's a lot of waste that goes on there. And not just if you're in America, if you're in any country, let me know the situation. Now, let me know the situation, because I'd like to know how much waste is going on here and what we could do to cut it down and cut it out. It's frustrating and it annoys me. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm going to try and finish it.